Good morning, students. This is the video of class 7, subject science. So, here we start with our chapter number 3, that is the animal fiber. So, without wasting any time, I would like to start this chapter. So, what is the name defining the animal fibers? That means the thing that we get from the animals, the fibers that we get from the animals. So that means in this chapter we are going to read about the animal fibers. So we can read the introduction part, that we are getting the clothes, that means fibers, that means from the animal fiber, just like the wool, silk, rayon, nylon, all these things we are getting from the, that means these are the fibers. That means uh, the making of the clothes, the making of the carpets or anything else, it is just the fibers. So here we will not read about the plant fibers, but we will read about the animal fibers. So as we all know that the we wear the clothes. So why do we generally wear the cloth? We wear the clothes to protect from the rain, the clothes protect from the heat, and it also protect from the cold. So due to these reasons we just use our cloth and to protect our body from the season to season. And we also wear the clothes according to the occupation also. Just like you will see a different cloth for the engineer, you will see a different cloth for the teacher, you will also see different clothes for the doctor. So everybody wears the different cloth. So just like in some occasions also we use some formal dresses or party dresses, or in the sports time we use the sport clothes. In the night time we wear the night cloth. And according to the that means events also, just like if there is a death event, so over there we have to use the white cloth. If there is a, that means cultural event, so over there we have to use our cultural cloth. So these are, that's mean this is the use of the clothes. So here we will read about the fibers. So what is the fibers? Fibers are the raw materials that is used to make the fabric. So what is this fabric? Fabric is just, you can imagine fabrics are the thread. So they are long thin thread like structure which are put together to form yarns. Just by putting the fibers we can make the yarns. That means by using the, that means by using the threads we can make the yarns. Fibers are of two types, that is the natural and synthetic. So natural fibers are obtained from the animals and synthetic is from the chemicals, that means they are prepared in the laboratory. So here the examples are given, the natural fibers just like cotton, jute. In from the animals we are getting the silk and worm. So mainly we will read about this one, the silk and the worm. And in the synthetic fiber, that means that the one which is prepared in the laboratory, that is the nylon, rayon, polyester. Okay, so as we had already read from the previous chapter, that means from some animals just like goat, sheep, yak, we are getting the, that means the fibers, that means we are getting the wool from these animals. And from the silk we are getting from the other, that is, and there is a type of insect that we are getting. So let's read about the silk. What is silk? So silk is produced by silkworm. It is a type of a insect that that means it is production of silk is there. So we will read afterward that how they are giving us the silk. Silkworm is a larva of silk moth. Silk fiber are strong soft. Silk is a bad conductor of heat, so it is very good insulator. A substances which does not allow passage of heat. Due to this, wearing silk cloth keeps a person warm in winter. So if you move to a clothes shop, over there you will hear from them. That means in the winter time, if you have gone over there to buy a shawl, okay, then they will tell you that this is a shawl made up of silk. So from the shopkeeper you will hear that the price of the silk cloth or the silk shawl is very higher, because they will tell you that these things are obtained from the animal products, so it's the cost is very very high, so that is a very good product. So due to this they will take the charges, that means more cost will be higher. So let's see the other thing, what are the features of the silk fiber. So the features of the silk fiber: silk is luster smooth fiber. We can if we move to the clothes shop, we can see the silk sari or silk cover or silk anything that is made up of silk. It is, that means that cloth is having the luster, shine, and it is very very smooth. It can be woven together with other fabric in blends, and it is most often used in clothing such as dresses, trousers, and shirts. So what I have told you all, that if you move to a clothes shop, you will get your answer. Silk takes well to dye both natural and synthetic, which results in colorful fabrics. So this is also found in the colorful fabric. That means it will be found in the colors also. You can choose the color. It retain its shape well even after having been stretched. So in the other thing we can see that the main shape is changed, that means maybe it will be stretched or it will be short, but in the case of silk the length will be same, the shape will be same. Silk fabric have good absorbency, that means it absorbs very fast. If you are sweating or if you are hitting, that means also they will absorb. So silk fabrics have moderate resistance to wrinkling, that means if you are facing the problem of the skin, all these things you will not get in the silk. Silk fabric will not easily to torn or damage due to the tensile strength, so they are very very strong fabric, so you, that means it will not be damaged very easily, it will not be torn very easily. So these are the features of the silk fiber. So the other thing, the life cycle of the silk moth. So just I would like to show you the picture. From here we can see that there are 4 stages of the silkworm. Okay, so first one is the egg, second one is the caterpillar, third is the pupa, and fourth is the adult moth. So we can see the egg, when the caterpillar, that means the silkworm hatches into the egg, it becomes the, that means the caterpillar hatches eggs from the eggs and weaves a cocoon, that means they surround a thing that is known as the cocoon, and that cocoon is that means we can use as a silk. And after this stage they converted into pupa. So what they do in the pupa, they just protect themselves from the outside, that means they just make a outer layer, so it is converted into the pupa, and then last it is converted into the adult moth. So in this cycle it just take up to 6 to 8 month, and here to convert into pupa it take 1 week. So this is the life cycle of the silk moth. So the formation of cocoon. So what is the formation of cocoon? So let's see from here. To spin a cocoon, the pupa wave its head from inside. So what I have told, that from the inside they just wave their head, and they just continuously they will just spin it in the outside in the form of figure, that means in the previous figure we have seen it spin a continuous fiber with secretion from special gland, that means they secrete having a special gland, from there they secrete their material and they just weave it. It deposit these fibers in layer and form cocoon. This fiber is very long, it is made up of liquid substances which harden to exposure to air and becomes silk, and this is the, that means the formation of the cocoon is the formation of the silk fiber. The formation of cocoon takes place about a week. about a week's time. The further development of the moth continues inside the cocoon. When the moth comes out from the cocoon, the thread gets damaged. That means by damaging that thread, they just comes out, and over that time we can use that. That means the that outside whatever they have formed cocoon, we can use that one. So in this video we have we will read up to this part only. In the next we will read the other part, that is from the sericulture we will read.